The chandelier sparkled above the ballroom, casting golden light on gowns and tuxedos worth more than most people's yearly salaries. It was the night of the annual charity gala, an event where status, wealth, and prestige mattered almost as much as the donations themselves. Emily Davenport, daughter of one of the city's most influential families, was in charge of making sure everything looked perfect. She had grown up in this world of privilege and expectation, where appearances meant everything. Her dress shimmered, her smile was flawless, but inside, she was anxious. Everything had to go smoothly. And then she saw him. A man in a simple black suit, a little worn at the edges, walking toward the ballroom doors with quiet confidence. His posture was humble, yet there was something steady in his step. Emily frowned. She recognized him, not as one of the wealthy donors, not as a guest at all. He was the janitor from her father's office building. Confused and irritated, she stepped in front of him. "Excuse me," she said sharply, lowering her voice so the nearby guests wouldn't overhear. "I think you're at the wrong place. This is a private gala." The man paused. His eyes, calm, deep, a little tired, met hers. "I was invited," he said quietly, holding up a simple card with gold lettering. "Your father insisted I come." Emily blinked. Her father? Why would he invite the janitor? Surely, it had to be some mistake. She shook her head, her voice laced with disdain. "I don't think you understand. This isn't the kind of place for someone like you." Her words hung in the air, sharp as glass. For a brief moment, the man's face flickered with something, hurt, maybe, but then he simply nodded and stepped back, as if ready to leave. Before Emily could turn away, her father appeared. "Ah, there you are, Mr. Ramirez," he said warmly, clapping the janitor on the shoulder. "I was hoping you'd come." Emily froze. "Dad, you know him?" Her father looked at her strangely, almost disappointed. "Of course I do. Emily, do you not remember?" She frowned, searching her memory, but nothing came. Mr. Ramirez gave a small shake of his head. "It's all right, sir. She doesn't need to remember." But her father's expression hardened. No, Emily should know the truth. The ballroom music swelled in the background, laughter and chatter filling the air, but Emily felt the world narrow to the three of them. Her father's voice softened. "Years ago, the night of that terrible fire. You were only 13. Do you remember being trapped on the top floor of the old library?" Emily's breath caught. Her chest tightened. Images flashed in her mind, flames licking the walls, smoke choking her lungs, the desperate terror of thinking she would never make it out alive. Her father continued, his eyes misting. "Everyone else thought it was too late. But one man went back inside. He carried you through the smoke, held you in his arms when you couldn't breathe. That man was Mr. Ramirez." Emily's throat closed. She turned slowly, staring at the janitor, at the quiet man she had just tried to turn away. Her eyes filled with tears. It was you," she whispered. Mr. Ramirez gave a small nod. "I only did what anyone would have done." "No," her father said firmly. "You did what most people wouldn't have had the courage to do. You saved her life." Emily's heart ached with shame and gratitude all at once. Just moments ago, she had judged him by his job, by his suit, by the surface of who he appeared to be. And yet, beneath all that, he was the very reason she was alive. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she stepped forward. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Thank you. Thank you for saving me." Mr. Ramirez gave her a gentle smile. "You don't need to thank me, Miss Davenport. I was just in the right place at the right time." But Emily shook her head. "No. You were more than that. And from this day on, I'll never forget it." The gala continued that night, but for Emily, everything had changed. She no longer saw a janitor standing in the glittering ballroom, she saw a hero, a man whose courage had redefined the meaning of worth. And as she watched her father introduce Mr. Ramirez to the crowd, honoring him not for his wealth but for his humanity, Emily realized something profound. True value isn't measured by titles, or by gowns, or by sparkling chandeliers. It's measured by the lives we touch, the kindness we show, and the courage we carry in our hearts. That night, Emily walked away with a lesson she would carry forever. Sometimes, the greatest heroes wear no crown, no tuxedo, no title. Sometimes, they're the ones sweeping the floors, unseen, until the moment they save your life. We often overlook people because of their roles or appearances, forgetting that every human carries stories of courage, sacrifice, and worth. True greatness lies not in status, but in compassion.